Hi everyone. I want to talk today about signs that you might not be getting enough protein. So I'm Coach Siva for those who don't know me, and I want to talk. I have some juicy info for you for this video about protein. And I know people are concerned about how much protein they're getting for health reasons and muscle development, but whether you're getting enough or not. But before I get into it, let me introduce myself. I'm Coach Siva with Shanti Fitness Consulting, and I help active women professionals who are over 50 to be pain free if they have pain from activity, and to get them there to the pain free zone and so that they can enjoy life. Hey, so let's talk about protein, right? Okay, so for starters, it's also called the building blocks of life. So there's a pretty good indication of how important protein is. So it helps you rebuild, recover, build muscle, heal from injuries and illnesses. It's good to have for all around health. It helps you keep your muscle so that that makes you stronger and more energetic, and also to fight off um, from any infections and cold symptoms, those kind of things. It just makes you more resilient. So rather than burn it off, you're losing weight. And the thing is, it helps play a big role in many of your body's functions. So the part that confuses people, though, is how much do you actually need? Because there's a lot of information out there. Some of it, helpful, and some of it not so much. So that answer really depends on a few things, like how active are you, and what are your goals, and even your age. For example, let's just think back for a second. Let's take the Olympic athletes, training to get that 1 second off their 100 meter, or us, you and I, just getting through our day without getting sick, or we don't want to get into a tired zone. We don't want to get cowed down by anything. We want to get through our day, get our work done, enjoy life, with our family, our spare time, have some hobbies, do those things all that we like to do, right? So that's it. Those are two different spectrums, ends of the spectrum for how your nutritional awareness is and what your nutritional needs might be. So that answer really depends on those few things. All right. So when it comes to how many grams you need, they can be everywhere from 0.36 grams per pound, or it's called 0.8 grams per kilogram. Similarly, for the untrained healthy adults, all the way up to 0.6 to 0.9 grams per pound. That's about 1.4 to 2 grams per kilogram for people who do high intensity training. So to keep it simple, the range is between 10% to 35% of your daily calories, right? But a really easier way to do all of this is to take the palm. And so you would take your palm and then your palm size. So you look down at your palm. Okay, so if you have a palm's worth of protein, for your palm, not somebody else's, not your kid's palm or your dad's palm or something like that. So your own palm, generally a palm size of protein is enough for most of us, as long as they're not, competing to take that 1 second off that 100-meter dash at the Olympics time. So just be wary that that's a good hard and fast rule. But very few healthy people actually have a protein deficiency. But whether they are getting enough protein for their goals is another matter. So here are some signs you might need more protein. It's important to note that all these issues can be related to other health conditions. So it's a good idea to ask your doctor or a dietitian if you have any issues. Do go check in with other professionals and see how they're commenting. But if you feel hungry even when you're not eating enough, that's a sign maybe upping your protein might be good. So these are all, general indicators. It doesn't mean if you have this, go eat more protein. It just means it might be. So, you might want to experiment. Up your protein by a small amount. Choose a protein dense food. For example, Greek yogurt, if that's something you can do, lactose free if you have lactose issues. Those kind of things, you might want to eat lentils or any kind of meat if that's something you do. And just, by a tiny amount. When I say palm size, that's, if you look down at your palm, that's actually quite small amount per meal. So if you're going to up it, maybe up it by a tiny amount of that, if that's something you want to try. So you notice your bruises aren't healing as fast as normal. That's another sign that your workout recovery is slower. So that's another thing with soreness. The third one is if you notice your hair and your skin, your nails or hair are lackluster, or maybe your hair is growing as quickly or as thick as normally, and there's no other issues like aging or something like that. So your hair, skin, and nails are made of protein like elastin, collagen, and keratin, right? So another fourth one is that if you feel tired and weak, studies have shown that not eating enough protein for even just a week can affect your muscles. So especially those responsible for your posture and general movement. So hey, protein also helps your body maintain its muscle mass. So if you're losing weight, which can be very important for your keeping up your strength. Your mood, proteins play, that's the fifth one, play a big role in all the chemicals and enzymes in your body. That includes neurochemicals that can affect your brain, your mood, like dopamine and serotonin. So those are just a few signs that you may not be getting enough protein. But I've got a bonus tip for you to optimize your protein intake. Research shows that spreading your protein intake over the course of the day is the best bet for making the most of it. So my tip is to make sure you're eating something with protein in it in every meal. So I hope this list helps you make informed choices. But if you have pain issues and muscle recovery issues or pain from activity, then this is the place to be, because I've got a wait list